Hey, good morning, guys. It's Jamudi one more time. We continue with the program that we had last time. This is direct, reported speech. Okay, so we were left with, I think the last time we looked at rule, the progressive form. Okay, progressive form, this one, excuse me, this one we were looking at if you meet a sentence that is in present continuous, that is a sentence that is in that has am or is or are. Those are three auxiliary verbs that we use in present continuous. That's why I said if we have if we meet a present continuous sentence. So basically what we do is we have to interchange these things. Okay, what we do is when we are making a reported speech or indirect speech out of a sentence that is in present continuous, for instance, you meet somebody who tells you, I am going to the market. Okay, that sentence is in present continuous. So when you're changing it, the formula says you use was or were. That means if you're talking about is, okay, if the sentence has is or am, you have to change it into was. If the sentence has auxiliary verb are, you change it into were. For example, I am going to the market, he said. Okay, I am going to the market, he said, is going to be changed into he said that he was going to the market. Okay, I am going to the market, change into he said that he was going to the market. Okay, I hope that is understood. That was rule number 6. Okay, let's go to rule number 7. Rule number 7 says if you meet a sentence that is in past continuous. Past continuous is a sentence that has this formula: subject plus was or were plus verb in ing form or verb in gerund form. Verb in ing form is the verb that has already been attached to a gerund that is ing. For example, speak becomes speaking, cook become cooking, fly become flying. Okay, so this sentence, if this sentence is in past continuous, it will be like this. For instance, somebody is flying to India. Somebody is flying to India. So he's telling you, I am flying to India. I am flying to India. If this person has said that to you, you say, I am flying to India, he said. That is direct speech. Okay, so indirect speech will be, you will have to convert, you will have to change your sentence into indirect by applying the formula, which says if you find a sentence that has was or were, okay, I was flying to India. I was flying to India means this person was flying in the past. Okay, at that time that person was continuing that action when he said it. That means this sentence is in past continuous. So if you have to change this, the formula says you have to convert it into past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous. Why? Because was has to be removed or were has to be removed, and you use had been instead. For instance, this guy said, I was flying to India. It will change into I had been flying to India. I had been flying to India. You see, so the past continuous sentence, if it's changed into reported speech, you will have to change was or were into had been. Okay, was and were into had been. So another example, I was speaking to Teacher Moody. I was speaking to Teacher Moody. If you have to put this in indirect speech, it will say I had been speaking to Teacher Moody. Okay, I hope that rule is understood. That is rule number 7. Okay, so as you see, tenses are very important, because when you see these auxiliary verbs, you can actually tell in what tense this auxiliary verb is. Okay, so let's go to formula number 8. Formula number 8 says, if you find a sentence that is in present perfect continuous. If you find a sentence that is in present perfect continuous, there are some people who are asking themselves, what is present perfect continuous? For those who have been in this program for a long time, they know what is present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous, the formula is subject plus has or have plus been plus verb in ing form. Okay, for example, I have been speaking to my friend. I have been speaking to my friend for a long time. Okay, he said. So if you find this sentence that is indirect, that is in a direct speech, okay, and you have to report it, you will have to change. The formula says you have to change this into past perfect continuous. That means you have to remove have been into and change it into had been. Okay, simply you change it from present perfect continuous into past perfect continuous. Okay, I hope that is understood. So, for example, you meet John. John says, I have been speaking to my friend. I have been speaking to my friend. Okay, if you have to report this and tell Teacher Moody, then you're going to say, I met John. Okay, he told me, okay, that he had been speaking to his friends. Okay, so I hope that is also clear. That is rule number 8. Okay, rule number 8. Rule number 9, this one says, if you find a sentence that is in past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous. What is past perfect continuous? Past perfect continuous is a sentence that has this formula: subject plus had plus been plus verb in ing form. Subject plus had plus been plus verb in ing form. This means that your sentence will be like this: I had been waiting for 10 hours. I had been waiting for 10 hours, he said. If you change this into indirect speech, okay, then it will be, okay, the same. This one does not change. The formula says, if you find a sentence that is in present perfect continuous, if you change it into indirect, then it will stay present perfect continuous. So, I had been speaking to my friend will become, he said that he had been speaking to his friends. Okay, so guys, that is the end of reported speech. So we saw the rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and last we saw rule number 9. So in short, reported speech is used when you're reporting information, and most of the time reported speech, the difference between reported speech and direct speech is direct speech, you copy the words of the speaker explicitly. Okay, so you explicitly quote the words of the speaker. That means you speak it as if the speaker is speaking right now. That is, the speaker is speaking at the present time. Okay, that means it has a present tense, while indirect speech itself or reported speech is in the past, is more in the past, because you have to express it as if the speaker said in the past time. So remember, you have to focus on your tenses, the formulas of tenses. Go back and revise your notes at this blog, and you should be okay. If you guys have any question, you know what to do. Just leave me a message and then I will clarify it in the next